the Hot Rod Show. We've got the Waikato Classics Rods and Customs with us today, and I'm the chief of the whole thing. Woohoo! Come on, check the thing out. Come on down. Woohoo! How about that? Amazing! On the show today, we're in Ken's shed to host the Waikato Classics Rods and Customs Club. We visit Christchurch and the Petrolhead breakfast, plus a shed visit down south. We even have a club coupe just like the one I had at my wedding. It's all on the Hot Rod Show. Well, here we are on the Hot Rod Show once again, and here we are with Ken, and we're in Ken's shed, and here we are with Jenny, and Jenny's new on the show today, and we've got the Waikato Classics Rods and Customs people behind us, and we're going to talk about them. But Ken, what would you like to say? Woo!
Waikato people in Auckland.
Yeah.
This will be an interesting show. So,
They've come up from the Tron. Hey, Lance.
How you going, Doug?
Here I am with
Yeah,
Lance, and we're here with Lance's 1967 Anglia and Jenny.
Yes.
But Lance, man, I saw this, down in Hamilton
At the
a
Ford
few
Day.
weeks ago. Yeah, man,
Yep.
and the license plate, Anglia, and your front grille.
Says it all, doesn't it?
You just got to check this out, because this thing looks like it's bitten the butt of something. They got a little too slow in front of it. But this is what would you call this? I know it's a custom, but what it is it's like a pocket battleship, a rocket ship, isn't it? I mean, when you get down low and you see the size of the tyres on the back of this thing, and you just see underneath and see all the work you've done to it, it's just amazing.
Yeah, it was a bit of a dream. It did get out of hand a bit, Doug, it never was meant to look like this, but
No?
as you do, you find more bits and you just got to find somewhere to put them. So
Well, can we?
yeah,
whip the-
absolutely.
the
You
hood
pull
up?
that pin. I'll grab it in the middle.
Yeah, like you got to
And
check
there's,
this out. I mean,
yeah.
look at this. Like you wouldn't know that all that was under there when you see this
V8.
coming down the road,
yes,
man.
yeah, no, it's a V8. Yep.
What size?
It started. It's a jet sprint engine out of the South Island. It started as a 3.5 Rover, and it's been stroked to 4.5 with a custom steel crankshaft. It's Carrillo rods, Ross
And
pistons.
so
It's everything. It's
A
fully
Rover
loaded.
engine.
A Rover
So
engine.
what's it like buying aftermarket parts for a Rover engine?
Probably all the stuff in there is all handmade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was lucky I bought it as a complete
Yeah.
engine. Yep.
Well, this is like, and inside's pretty amazing too. Like what you're saying, like all the dashboard, like everything's all digital. in
Everything's
here.
fully digital inside. Yep.
So hey, Lance.
Yes,
I
Jenny?
actually learned to drive in one of these.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you've got a significant story about your
Well,
one too.
I had one when I met Doreen, my wife over here. We've been
Yeah. Hi, Doreen.
40 years this
40
year,
years.
anniversary.
Amazing.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a significance with the Anglia. So,
Yeah. And what have you done with the tyres over here? They're pretty.
Oh, just
I
put
see that it's all
put
flared
dirty great
out.
big ones on there.
A lot of smoke coming out of there.
I haven't really tested that
Haven't
yet,
you?
but no. I actually found those wheels, the rims with some old tyres on an old Cortina in a farm rubbish dump.
You're kidding.
And it took a lot of work to bring them right, but
Wow,
there they are.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, Lance, we'll just close the
Yeah,
bonnet down here.
Absolutely.
And,
Just lower it down and
we'll
sort the pins
we'll
out
have
afterwards.
we'll have a look inside.
Still
eh?
got your fingers there?
Yeah, I got two. And how a wood chopper orders 4 beers.
Yeah.
Come and show us in this thing, man.
Yeah,
It's-
well, I flick a switch and
would I fit in? I
you
gotta have
probably
something-
could. Seats
Yeah.
there. We have adjustable
I
seats,
gotta-
but
I'm svelte.
we'll throw the master on. If we turn the key, everything will whir and whiz, and all the gauges
Wow.
will all spin and
That's pretty amazing.
glow and do their thing.
So you've
Yeah.
got your good shifter in the middle there.
Yep.
Easy.
It's a standard shifter that come with the transmission.
Okay.
That's in it. The transmission is a 4 HP 22 4-speed auto.
And like you've got your brake, your brake fluid there.
Yeah, there was no room left
No.
under the bonnet, and I
And-
needed to get the height. So
Okay, so
I can keep it on my brake fluid
Yeah,
while I'm driving
yeah.
along, and I see, oh, that one's running a bit low. You can top it up with a bit of Coke or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, these things are just classic little do-uppers, aren't they?
They are.
They've been
They
hot
are.
rodded and everything ever since they've been getting made pretty near. Hey, can
Yeah.
you start this up?
It does go, yes. Yeah, it does.
Let's start it up and see if we can blow a lot of soot
Shower
at these
everybody
people.
with smoke and oil and crap down the back, shall we?
Yeah. Is it in reverse?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
All 8 of them working.
Woohoo!
They're all working today.
Amazing. That's incredible. That was loud.
But like you've done all underneath. It's all like the
Yep.
suspension,
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
Like it's like it looks like this on the on the top side, you know. But it's
That's
pretty.
the original paint,
Yeah.
all flatted back.
Yeah.
And the original primer is the red oxide, so I've just followed on with
Yeah.
that when I've done the guard extensions.
Well, when
So,
anyone sees some sharp teeth coming up behind them in the
Yeah,
rear,
they're
they
just
better
like
get out-
chomping
they
away
be a
at them.
little bit
Yeah,
more
you get
buff
out of
on
my
that-
way.
On that drill. Thank
Yeah.
you, Lance.
You're welcome, Doug.
That's been
Pleasure
great.
to be here.
It's been great to have you here, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lance.
Thank you, Jenny.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you too.
Thank you. Lovely.
I took a trip to the wonderful folk in Christchurch, and wow, what amazing people and what cool cars they have there at the Petrolhead Breakfast. What do you think about hot rodders from the North Island?
Oh, we're far better down here. We like to party.
So there's the challenge, North Island, and I do have to say the South Island knows how to party, and they do have some pretty sweet rides. Thank you so much for the hospitality. Brett's the president of the Waikato Classics Customs, Waikato Classics Rods and Customs. It's a new club. It's a brand new club. Come on, Ken. Here's Brett.
Hey, how you going? Good to meet you.
Well, I know, Waikato Classics Rods and Customs, the name gets a little bit longer, but they're a new club, and we're going to talk about that a little later on and how you can start a club if you'd like to. So let's get into this 46.
Yeah.
She's a pretty car.
Tis, yeah.
One thing I like this is like when I got married, this was one of our bridal cars. We had a burgundy 46 Club Coupe. Bruce Taylor's got it, and that was one of our cars. So, and it's just as nice as this. Marriage is still going too.
Oh, is it? That's a good thing, I suppose.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about this. I know this was your dad's car.
Yeah. My dad purchased this as a going project in 1973. It actually took him 34 years to get it completed, and this is the result of all his hard work over a long period of time. It had a little bit of help from my brother and myself along the way. As kids, we used to drive the chassis around the farm.
Drive the chassis around.
Yeah, had a seat wired to the chassis and a fuel tank on a piece of old board.
Yeah.
And we used to scream around the farm and out on the road.
10 years old?
I think we were 12 and 10
12,
years.
yeah.
So
That's it. It's a.
They do that.
You got to do that at that age.
yeah.
But it's a businessman's.
It's a
coupe?
businessman's
Yeah.
coupe, but Dad actually put a rear seat in it out of a club
Yeah.
coupe, just a little bit more seating
Because you
capacity.
normally have
and
the
that's
parcel shelf in there.
Yeah, parcel shelf and a three-seater seat in the front that
Yeah.
doesn't fold forward, but it's a club.
It's a big coupe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huge.
Well, there is enough room to sit comfortably in the back of it. So, you know.
I like
Is
the.
there enough room for Doug to get in the boot of it? He's not going
Possibly,
anywhere.
yeah. He'll probably try him in there if he wants to.
He's got this fetish about boots.
I love boots. I get the
Yeah.
boot a lot.
Yeah.
But I like one thing is the quarter light. You know, now there's a lot of tricks and. Well, not so
Yeah,
much
you have
tricks
to
and-
undo this one here first, Doug.
Oh, okay, yep.
Turn that
Yeah.
and then wind the handle
Yeah.
and you're away.
Yeah, look at that. That's pretty modern, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty
quite
well-appointed car
So
for
is this
its
the original
time.
body for the chassis?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Can we have a look under the bonnet?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't have to be shiny, but it,
No, it's all just pretty original stuff.
Yeah.
An old flatty in there.
it's cool. Blue heads.
Yeah, that's how it should be anyway.
Yeah.
Really.
Ford blue.
Yeah, it's just a 24 start 85
Yeah.
horsepower engine
Yeah.
that's been reconditioned. When I did my apprenticeship as an engine reconditioner, I actually helped recondition this engine back in about, I don't know, about 76, I think that was, somewhere
How,
around about
how
there.
many miles would you have done about on the
Since the
second?
car's been going, it's
Yeah.
probably only done about 3,000 miles
Okay.
because Dad got to a point where he didn't use it very much. But yeah, it's been to Palmy swap meet and it gets around a bit more now that we're using it. Yeah.
In front of these is a good place to stick a dozen bottles of beer, drive around because it keeps
Well, in
it
actual
chilled.
fact, these cars were good boot runners. They were,
Yeah.
moonshine runners,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
And they used to bloody carry a lot of stuff in the back. Yeah.
My dad said when they were kids, they used to stick all the beers in behind the radiator when they were hooning around because it kept it cold in the winter.
Okay, well, we'll might as well put this bonnet down.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
let you put it down because it's your car. And we'll have a look around the rest of the car, eh, and the boot and all that, eh?
Yep, no trouble.
They're beautiful, eh? You
Oh,
know?
yeah,
I mean, we used to have a Mercury and, like the same bonnet like that going down and just put down and give it a little bit of a push backwards, eh? And it just
You can tell
sits in.
why the love for American cars are because it's like, it's in your face, it's chrome, it's like, it's just got everything there, eh, you know?
It's a classic American car, man. Beautiful.
Right, this is my favourite part of the show. I've got to put a straight face on now, and this is it. Well, hey, look, Sharon's come along here. This is the Sheila's part of the show, so all you blokes can go and make coffee and stuff like that. But afterwards, you might have to buy some of the stuff, later on. Okay, so Sharon, shoot.
Thanks,
What have you got?
Ken. Thank you. We'd like to introduce Beth here today. Thank you for coming on the show today to the
you for
Sheila
having
Shed,
me.
Beth, from Ludo Lily. And if you'd like to give us a little bit of a rundown about your product range. Thanks, Beth.
Certainly. So first of all, it's Ludo Lily. I'm based here in Auckland. Everything you see here is all handmade by me, and it's all for babies. So there was a gap in the market that I saw where there wasn't much stuff made for babies with cool parents like me or you, or even grandparents here too.
Like you.
Hi.
So basically this is stuff that you can't find in your sort of local baby shop. It's cool stuff. It's for parents that aren't afraid to dress their kids in a bit of sort of tattoo gear or some skulls or...
Tattooed babies.
Yeah, well, obviously we can't tattoo our
Very
babies,
cute.
No, it's not allowed, is it?
so we might as well
Very cute.
accessorise them.
Let's look at that. What is this?
So that there is a dribble bib. Now the inspiration for
Some
that...
hot rodders that I've seen, after a
These
few
are them
things
too.
could do with some of these dribble bibs.
Yeah,
you know?
so the inspiration for a dribble bib started with my own son. When he was 3 months old, he started dribbling like a tap. And I was getting sick and tired of having to change his clothes probably 3, 4, 5 times a day. So I thought, what the heck, I'll get on my sewing machine and I'll make something cool for him so I don't have to change his clothes all the time.
Great.
And that's where the dribble bibs came from. And basically from there it's gone into bedding and mobiles,
fabulous.
cushions, anything.
Blankets. These are fabulous. These are gorgeous.
Thank you.
And do you have a website? Or?
I certainly do.
Yep.
So I've just created a website which is www.ludolily.com. So it
Okay.
should be nice and easy for everybody to remember.
Fantastic. And Beth, can we find you at some of our hot rod events?
Most definitely. And also I will be at the tattoo show, which is in New Plymouth this year.
Fantastic.
And that's in November. And also most likely will be at your event in Orewa.
Fabulous. The Hibiscus Rodders Beach Festival.
And
what about
what about we're going to come to Kumu Car Show?
Kumu Car Show, is it January?
Yeah, I know some people that run that show. It's not bad. It's the week on before their fellas thing, They've got to be prepared for that.
I must
Fabulous.
definitely be. Like, I obviously don't want anything that's mainstream or boring. I'm definitely not a
Cool.
mainstream or boring parent. And so I decided to source unique fabrics to dress my boy in.
And do you make bigger ones for the grandparents that start dribbling all the way through and they've had a bit?
Ken wants to order one.
Yeah, I do actually. I quite like this one actually, but yeah.
This one could be quite flattering.
No, I don't
for
think
you.
it does, me. But
No,
I'll tell you
yes.
what,
I'm sure I
know,
could customise it for you.
I know a TV producer that could do with a scarf like this. So that's another story though.
Beth, what about, I noticed you've got some cushions over there.
Yes.
Can you make those custom made for hot rodders? for
Most
back to their
definitely.
cars?
So I do a cushion that's already stuffed that you can pop in baby's cot, or I could do cushion covers for the back of the hot rod, or say like this one here, you want to pull up, watch a movie outside. You know,
The drive-in.
Yeah, the drive-in
Perfect,
movie.
perfect.
Get your cushions out and your pillows and nice and warm.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show today, Beth.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Hey, well, here we are with Danny. Shake hands, Danny. Let them know you're real.
How you going?
Yeah, Danny. Now you live down in this beautiful city of Christchurch, and you've got this beautiful Pontiac here.
Yep, that's exactly.
Would
what
you
it
like to tell us a little bit about it? Because
Yep, sure.
it's a man. This is a road hugger.
Yeah, that's pretty
Hey?
low, eh? Yeah. It's funny. There's a funny story there, but we'll get into that. But anyway, it's a 1967 Pontiac Laurentian. It's brand new, New Zealand new, brand new here. I think they were built in Canada for this market, and then they brought them out here. But yeah, that's one first registered down in the bottom of the South Island. And yeah, it's I'm the third owner of it. Actually, it was down there for 42 years, or something, or 40 years.
Third owner. That's pretty good on a car this age.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I've had it about 7 years. It was pretty original when I got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, just took to it really.
What have you done to anything to the engine?
Yeah, when I got it, it had a factory 327, but it's got a stroke 350 in it, which actually came as part of the deal, and it's meant to be good for about 500 horse, but I've dropped the size of the carb, and it's just a cruiser, so.
That'll pull a yank off your
Yeah,
wallet,
yeah,
eh?
exactly, mate, exactly. And yeah, this is turbo 350, it's shift kitted and manualised, and it's got an LSD factory 12 bolt, but an LSD centre, discs all round, so yeah. And as you say, it's hugging the road.
Yeah,
there is
that's
springs in there, but they're just they're not very good.
Man, and like with some beautiful artwork on the boot.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky to have a wife that can do that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like she doesn't want to talk about it. She's Gemma. She's sitting over there. All girls that I've met are called Gemma are little girls, and she says she's little.
Yeah, she's still pretty small.
Now,
But, she wanted to do something on the car when she got into her airbrushing, and I sort of said, well, you can do something on that, and she was a bit standoffish, but finally agreed to do it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. It's awesome. It sits in the garage with the kids' scooters and things, and it's knocked about, so
that's
it's
terrific.
definitely not an ornament, that's for sure.
Wow. Well, you know, like when I was hoping to see something to be pretty surprised with, you know, when you lifted the bonnet up, and it's gutted.
Yeah, there's not much in there. I can't have it that low and have guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just scrapes it when you're turning, so I just took them out. I have got them. I was going to chop them and try and get them in, but no, it's pretty cool.
You got a nice 57 back here.
Yeah,
too.
another 57. Yeah, that's also part of a sort of a bit of a project on with the same man I just mentioned, Dean Beard at Beard's Collision Centre. It's a car that we're sort of doing together in a way, but yeah, it's got a 98 Corvette LT1.
Can we lift the bonnet up?
Yeah, mate, yeah, for sure. It's not running yet, just working through bits and pieces. I just sort of come out here every night and do a bit, but I'm just sort of trying to dummy up some power steering tanks and things and the fuel lines and that. But
well, here we are, man.
Yep.
What do you call this part of the house?
this is the part of the only other part of the house I'm actually allowed in, apart from the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is just
Nice, eh?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's just our outside entertainment area, sort of. Yeah. We only really had it to this stage in the last year. Pretty much this summer will be the first time it's kind of looked like this. So it'd be good to get in and use it a bit.
It's a blooming good looking
Yeah,
recreational area.
It took a wee while to collect all those wee bits and pieces, and a few old sort of trinkets and things in there that you sort of don't find every day, and a few homemade bits and pieces too. So yeah, no, it's a good wee area. And got the spa, which is always good too on a cold night.
Yeah,
a few
you gotta have
cold
the spa,
drinks.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Always make extra bubbles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the fridge isn't far away from the spa either, so that's good.
Okay, here we are with Gemma and Twisted Sister Customs. Hey, Gemma.
Hi.
And you're the talented airbrush artist that did all the work on the boot of the Pontiac Parisian, but you've also done some amazing work, and you've got a bonnet over here that's going to be raffled off.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about this. Now you're raffling this off where?
Down at the Rockabilly.
The Rockabilly Show and Shine on November 21st.
That's right.
Which bridge does it depict? Is it a bridge that it
Oh,
depicts?
that's the New Brighton.
New Brighton Pier?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. It's,
well of course it's a New Brighton.
Yeah. No, it's when the sunrise.
Yeah. Wow, that's been, how many hours have you put into that?
About 14.
And is it finished yet?
Yeah,
Have you got
all
more-
finished,
it's
all cleared, all ready
It's-
to go.
It's hard to know sometimes because people go like, no, it's done.
Yeah, no, it's all ready to go.
That's pretty cool. Like look at them. Like this is you're very talented. I mean that's beautiful handwork. Like the fine detail.
Thank you.
It's gives so much depth, Wow. Jim, that's amazing. This is fantastic stuff. Well, what do you think? Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool 47, isn't it? Like the louvers. And have you been under the flap here? Well, it's just a huge flap, you know. It is, but yeah, no, this is a pretty cool 47.
You want to talk about it, Doug?
Yeah, this is Greg. Here's Greg, and this is 47 jail bar, so we're going to come up to see Ken, and Ken's going to tell us more about the engine, because I don't know a whole lot about engines, as some of you have probably realised. Hey, Ken.
Well, hey.
It's a 471.
Wasn't even meant to be filmed this way anyway, but
I know.
let's go for it. Hey,
Yeah.
I've just been admiring your engine,
Yeah.
mate, eh? What is it, a 350?
No, it's a 327 Chev with 471 blower on it.
Can't you tell the 350 from a 327, Ken?
No, I didn't get out and have a look at the frost plugs or anything like that, because you can actually tell by the frost plugs if you really know.
Yeah.
But hey, if I pull the guards apart and
Yeah.
the headers out, I
Yeah.
might be able to check it out. Or even maybe the thingy in the front that goes around with the big thingy on the front.
The
of
crank.
No, the other thing.
The wanker. Most cars have got one of those in them somewhere. Hey, do many people call it the Tron? Do you
Yes.
know? The Tron.
Yeah, they do.
It's a cool thing, eh? To go down to the Tron.
It's the best place to be.
The Tron, yeah. The
hell's the Tron?
Hamiltron, Wellingtron, Hamiltron, you know. But
We're talking about cars, man.
Yeah, anyway.
Because I wasn't allowed to interview on the Anglia, I'll have to pick this bloody Chevy engine-powered Ford. Actually, these are quite cool cars. They're actually, well, trucks. They're actually called a jail bar, and a lot of people in the Waikato know what a jail bar is. Because
Get in the Tron, yeah. Woohoo!
they sit there and rattle. They sit there and rattle them, you know, and it does look like a jail, doesn't it, Waikato? Yeah, see, they all know what it looks like.
They all change their black and white stripes for black jackets and everything today.
Oh yeah. What can you tell us about it, mate? How long have you had this beast?
My wife and I have had this 10 years now.
Your wife and you, or did you just buy it then let your wife be part of it?
No, we did it. We bought it together as a project.
So it didn't cost you a kitchen or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, it's cost me a kitchen, bathroom.
Have you got a prenup? Have you got a prenup on the truck? I mean, you're going to have a prenup. Is that why they've had the split windows? So you get half, an exact half all the way down.
No, we both share it. We both drive it hard. We use it a lot.
Yeah.
As you can see, and my wife over here, Sue, she's actually.
So Sue drives you hard as well. So that
Yeah, she tries to. But
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Now, what about this truck? How long have you had it?
10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And standard roof chop for these things, they look pretty cool with a roof chop like that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them chopped these days because I think the certification on chopping is getting a little bit too hard. But I love a chopped roof.
Yeah.
How many inches you had taken out of there, Greg?
I think this one had 2.5 inches
Yeah.
taken out of it.
So it's just a honey, isn't it? Eh?
So you've had it 10 years. How do you find the supercharger and all that? Is it economical?
No, love it. It's, highly recommend it. Anybody that's got a V8.
And how's the diff handling out then?
Good now.
Oh, is it 9-inch?
Yep. 3.0 ratio. Everything.
Oh, okay.
We've just about broken everything underneath and replaced it. More solid.
You know, when people talk about 3.4 diff or a 3.8, which numbers make the wheels go around more per time the engine goes
makes
round?
the wheels go round.
Yeah, no, the engine makes the wheels go round.
The engine go round.
Well, the engine makes the wheels go round, but it's 3.4 turns of the engine to one of the diff, or 3.4 which?
So what actually happens is probably in these sort of things, you're probably best if you want a cruising ratio as a 3.0.
Is a drag strip ratio, yeah.
Yeah, 3.0.
That's a 3.0 and 3.0 and that.
So is that good? Is that a good? Is that a good motorway?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good cruising diff.
Yeah.
It's a 3.0.
Yeah.
It's even not too bad down the drag strip at 3.
Okay.
3.0.
Yeah.
But normally you go up higher, 488.
488
for drag racing or something like that, or even most trucks come out 3.7.
Okay.
You know, it's just sort of depends. But you just, I mean, these are so light anyway. It doesn't really matter. But a 3.0 smoke the tyres pretty cool. For a long distance, they smoke them further, you know, through all the gears, eh?
Through all the,
Hey, we asked the wife, the wife says, yeah, she agrees with that. Huh?
I can show you
Smoke it
some
up through all the gears, you do?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not a problem.
Where?
Out here.
Oh, on a controlled road.
In a controlled in the controlled area.
You can't really do it in Auckland, but a controlled area.
I
is
hear
the
you
way
can do it a lot down in Christchurch. Let's have a look inside the upholstery, eh?
Yeah.
Or inside at the upholstery.
Well, you're not allowed to talk about inside, talking
No.
about jail bars, because
No,
inside
we'll
means
have a look
that
at the
we're going,
upholstery.
yeah.
See what sort of upholstery I have in the jail bar.
Okay, well,
Come
you've
to
got
the
to show
shout.
us this flash upholstery you got in here. Amazing machine work on those headrests, eh? That's pretty cool.
I love the 47 in there.
It's all leather.
Is it really? Yeah.
Who did all your upholstery?
I did all the upholstery.
You did?
Yep.
Well, you got a business?
Yes.
What's the business called?
It's actually Tunnelly Design Furniture down in Cambridge.
You can say it, you know, we don't mind.
Say, what's it called?
Tunnelly Design Furniture.
Have you got a website?
Yes, we have. Yep.
That'll be right there. There you go, the website.
And that'll only cost you a couple of $100 bucks. No, please do, you know, like, it's actually quite good.
It's a nice.
Is that one or two? How many hides do you have to do to that? 3?
That's about 1.5 hides.
1.5. Oh, yeah.
In there. It's all through the top.
Oh, that's pretty cool, eh?
All the flame work and everything was done on a single stitch machine, alternate colours. The artwork for that has a bit of a story because it took 3 of us bottling a half of bourbon, about 17 bits of chalk, and one hell of a hangover the next day just drawing it out one night.
And you're only talking 2 panels here, right?
Yeah,
Bottle
2
and a half
panels.
of bourbon, eh?
So, yeah.
Well, it's come out all right for bourbon then. Lucky you didn't try beer or something silly like that. Or
just applying it all, and
yeah, that's good.
in the rear is actually a dicky seat for beach hop.
For Dick's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Dicks. There's the Dicks over there. They get to use the dicky seat. Close the
Chicky seat. Chicky seat. Whoo.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
well, I'll
that's
tell you
it.
what, is there any chance we can fire this thing up to show the viewers or
There's every
let
chance
them
we can fire this
Oh,
thing up.
really? Yeah, the sound of a supercharged V8. I'll stand back just
No
in case that
internal
roundy
skids, is
thing, just in case that roundy thing flows off. Well, it's better tuned than the ones outside, except for I see a couple of those little eyes starting to go a bit like that.
Sorry about that.
Although they're not your friends anymore, but just like, you didn't have to do that extra rev for them either. And your club sheriff who's your club sheriff?
Brett.
So there's some fines coming up today, eh? I'll let them off today? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks for that, eh? It's
Not a problem.
good bringing your truck along. And
Thanks, Greg. Thank you very much.
thanks.
Well, that's about it for the day. So we're just going to pop around here and say thank you and goodbye to all these folks for coming up from the Waikato, because they've done a whole lot of stuff. They've had to buy gas to get up here. They've had to go through passport checks and everything at the Bombay Hill. But it's okay. They're allowed out. So we're going to say goodbye to them now. See you later. Thanks for coming. This show is only made possible through the support of our sponsors, so please support them. Mother's Polish, Protector Insurance, you need these guys. Swiss Track Flooring, you can't walk on better stuff. Kiwi Span, they have a shed for every purpose, and online logistics, they'll get your stuff here when you need it. There's CRC, Smartway Security, Casper Transmissions, Woman on Wheels, Colourworks, and New World Browns Bay. Keep in contact with us at www.thehotrodshow.com or on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/thehotrodshow. Until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up.
Yeah.
Did you get a bit of hoot out of this? You know, yeah, you got to put a cork in your bum. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, hey, thanks, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. Is this the other one? This is your one, yeah.